Seltzer Kings.
Podcasts.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. When you visit the doctor, you probably hand over your insurance, your ID, and contact details. It's just one of the many places that has your personal info. And if any of them accidentally expose it, you could be at risk for identity theft. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second. If you become a victim, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Mamá, papá, mi cuerpo crece a un ritmo alarmante y la ropa que me compren ahora me quedará muy pequeña muy pronto. Pero su billetera no tiene que sufrir por la moda con los precios bajos de la vuelta a clases de Amazon. Amazon, gasta menos, sonríe más.
I don't think you're allowed to.
Veronica Mars.
Abel Koontz?
I need your help.
I'm trying. I just write it down.
No, it's my daughter, Amelia. She's missing. And I need your help to find her before I die.
Abel Koontz, bloated and reeking from rot gut wine. Surprise.
Well, hello. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Boys Watching Veronica Mars. We're just two boys watching every episode of Veronica Mars for the first time, giving our review and reactions. We're your hosts. I am Joe Welke.
I am Vance.
Today, we're talking about Season 2, Episode 6, titled Rat Saw God, directed by Kevin Bray, written by John Enbaum and Phil Klemmer. The original air date was November 9th, 2005, to an audience of 3.07 million people. And before we get into the episode, everybody, join our Discord, join our Patreon, patreon.com/boyswatching Buffy, where we are now in the throes. We have started reviewing Buffy Season 8 motion comics. I suppose that you could just also, if you read Season 8 comics, yeah, we're doing the motion comics because they're available on Amazon for purchase. We'll be checking those out. Matrix episode, that should be out by now. Check that out. Epic podcasts. And yeah. How are you doing, Vance?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That's it? Just all right?
Just all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, too.
Yeah.
It's hot as a motherfucker out here in LA right now.
Yeah, it's the hottest day of the week right now. Hottest day of the summer so far.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like it's getting any cooler anytime soon, which I love.
We've had a brisk summer in California so far.
Yeah. Well, I feel like this is weather talk with Joe and Vance. It usually gets really hot in August and September, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like last year, I remember in fucking like late September, it was like 120 degrees.
Well, we just made up the calendar schedule, you know? Things can shift, you know? Things can shift.
Yep. I got a Monster Zero because, I'm sipping.
Wow,
I'm chilling.
We're recording this at a different time, and I have a protein shake.
Yeah, I'm going with the Monster 2 because we're recording this a little later in the day than we normally do, and this one has the least amount of caffeine. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's a sipper, least amount of caffeine.
Knock off those 50 milligrams.
Yeah, we're doing it up right. So Rat Saw God. What did we predict for Rat Saw God?
I predicted that Curly was a rat who got caught and saw God, aka was murdered. Not necessarily the case.
No, doesn't look that way. Didn't I predict something about Beaver?
You predicted that Beaver was the rat, and we get back into the Casablanca storyline.
We vaguely did.
The show doesn't seem like it cares at all.
No. And that storyline might be done. I think that last episode you talked about how you're like, I think Charisma Carpenter's done. And that after this episode, I'm like, yeah, she might be.
It would make no sense for her to come back at this point.
Yeah, she might be. She might be. I was like, God damn, they just brushed that story aside so fast.
I mean, there is no fallout for that at all, which makes no sense.
Nope. The biggest fallout is a little tiny punch to the chest, and then, hey, I feel you, dog.
How is he not livid with Veronica? Like last episode, we talked about how Meg's parents were pissed off at Duncan and Veronica, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, parents, whatever. You could see it. They're an emotional wrecks, right? Dick doesn't even like Veronica. And this seems like he would take... I think he actually... I don't know. We'll get into it.
Yeah. Just this episode's big guest star. Big guest star.
Mm-hmm. Huge guest star. I even paused and made sure. I was like, is that? And then went and looked it up. I saw the name in the credits in the beginning. Wow, so I knew it was coming.
Yeah. So I guess we should get into it. So this episode opens up with a recap of, the Logan killing Felix storyline that we've forgotten about until 6 episodes in here. Keith not giving Ed Doyle a DUI, the voicemail that Veronica got with the explosions in the bus crash, and then Abel Koontz talking about his daughter and how he gave her money from Kane Software and how he doesn't have long to live and all that jazz. So we open the episode with a watch party at the Mars household. Keith and all of his closest friends, including Cliff, who I fucking love that guy. This guy's the best character in the show to me. I fucking love Cliff.
I like Cliff too.
He's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But they're watching the poll results to see if Keith wins sheriff. Wallace is still gone. He's MIA. And at the moment in time that we come in on this, Sheriff Lamb is leading, but it's neck and neck. And then we go over to the sheriff's department, and some guy comes up to Sheriff Lamb, and he's like, hey, I've got information about who killed Felix Toombs. And Sheriff Lamb raises his eyebrows at him. He's like, oh, why would I listen to you? What information do you have? And this guy's like, I'm the guy who made the anonymous call from the bridge. And Sheriff Lamb is like, oh, all right, here we go. Now we're kicking this story into full swing.
I feel like there would be a ton of witnesses on that bridge. That seemed like there was full flow of traffic there.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody was too busy being at the Kane household for that party for the mayor or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now Sheriff Lamb is intrigued. So then we go over to a party that's at Duncan's house, and Dick.
Is it his house or is it the house or is it the hotel?
Okay.
Yeah,
the hotel.
Yeah.
So we go to a party at the hotel, and Dick Casablancas, he runs into Logan. They shoulder check each other, and then they look at each other, and Dick says to him, dude, my stepmom. And Logan goes, yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like a piece of shit for doing that to you. And Dick's like, nah, no worries. I get it. I'd fuck her too. I remember back when your mom was alive, I would go looking at her in her skimpy, barely there bikini, and I'd lust and drool about it. And Logan's like, yeah. She's dead now, though. That's a little weird. And that's the end of that. That's the end of that, basically.
Yeah. Logan says no hard feelings, and Dick goes, there were some hard feelings. Making a boner joke, and there we go.
Yeah, he gave him a little shoulder punch, no big deal. I was like, what? That's it?
And no Beaver in this episode at all.
No Beaver at all. No Beaver at all. I'm trying to decide and figure out what his role in the show is going to be based on the drawings in the intro credits, because his drawing that's accompanied with him is like an old fedora and a camera.
Whose drawings?
Beavers. Because remember last time we saw
I
Tessa
already
Thompson.
predicted he's gonna join Veronica's little quadri.
Yeah.
And now
He's
that
gonna be
Wallace is out of the
hanging
picture. Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
You think he's going to hang out in the girl's bathroom with her? With a little notepad that flips up?
Probably. Yeah. The one that Wallace was like, I've never seen one of these before.
Yeah. See, what's the haps, Veronica?
Yeah,
He's got a fedora in his drawing.
Yeah, he's gonna definitely go undercover and spy on some stuff. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's the end of that story with Dick and Logan. I don't know why we had to cut away to do this. But whatever. We cut back to the Mars household, and Woody Goodman has won the coveted role of, the quote unquote mayor of Neptune. And Sheriff Lamb has won the sheriff's race. And Keith's taking it pretty well. Keith's like, well, we ran a good campaign. Thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate you all. But we'll get them next time. And then Veronica's like, God, this fucking sucks. This is the worst thing. And Keith's like, it's not that big a deal. Like, it's fine. And Veronica's like, no, we should have released that bus crash tape to the public, because if we did, then you would have won the election. And Keith is like, I'm not going to sully this election with that. I did what I thought would be best for the case and the investigation. And Veronica goes, you winning the sheriff's spot would have been what's best for the investigation. And Keith is like, leave it alone, honey, and go to your boyfriend's fucking party. I'll be here with Cliff getting hammered.
Yeah. He's really come around on her hooking up with Duncan. Really?
Yeah, he has. I mean, and he's also like taken this loss we saw him with Sheriff Lamb, like, come on, Lamb, please investigate this. I can't believe I should have brought this to the public. And now he's like, yeah, whatever, I lost. Sheriff Lamb, the corrupt cop, he's going to be sheriff. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Keith, man. He's unpredictable. Unpredictable.
Yep. He's taking it in stride, though. So then we go back to Duncan's party. Dick Casablancas is macking on Kristen Ritter, whose name is Gia. And he's like, yeah, I'm an emancipated young adult. My dad has gone to another country, skipped town. And I wrote in my notes, so he's another kid without any parents.
You called it, man. You said there were going to be no parents in the show. And this isn't Charlie Brown-esque where you just don't see the parents. This is legally parents are gone.
Yeah.
Like,
dead or in jail or fleeing the country because they're trying to avoid jail.
Dick says that his mom is like somewhere else. So
San Francisco.
So the mom's not going to worry about her two kids that don't have a father. She's just like, whatever, fine.
They're all good.
And Duncan's parents are under the same, like, what is it? And what's it called?
Flight risk type thing?
No. Justice. What are they being charged with?
Obstruction of justice.
They're being charged with obstruction of justice. But they can still be in town.
Yeah.
They also, Kane Software still operates out of Neptune.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, but they were like,
dude,
nah.
None of these kids have parents.
But they're like, hey, Duncan, I know your sister was murdered by our friend and your friend's father. But you live in this hotel by yourself. We got to get out of here. They still, wow. Just, yeah.
Well, Dick's the man of the house now, though. He's happy to tell that to Gia.
Everyone gets to stay in a house, too, besides Duncan. Why?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like,
I don't know.
Just buy him a townhome or something.
Yeah. But, yeah. So then Veronica Mars shows up to the party and Gia's like, hey, I got to go talk to Veronica Mars. So she goes over and she's like, hey, I'm sorry about your dad losing the election. And Veronica's like, it's all good. He's taking it pretty well. But congrats to your dad, Woody Goodman. He's going to be the quote unquote mayor. And Gia's like, yeah. And Veronica's like, you're going to go all, you're like the first daughter of Neptune. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to get fucking drunk and be slutty with it. And Veronica's like, cool. And then Gia's like, hey, so like, I was talking to this guy, and you know anything about, what do you think about Dick Casablancas? And Veronica sees Dick, and he's just like pumping the keg at the party with the solo cup in his mouth and just looking like a total tool. And Veronica's like, Dick is Dick.
Yeah.
And Gia's like, that's enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't know enough about Gia. It seems like can't tell if she was joking when she said that line about being reckless or not. So yeah.
Same, but based off of how she dresses, I wouldn't assume that that's what her vibe is.
I don't know. Remember the first time she was in the show, she was like, don't judge me on how I'm dressed because I didn't know what people wear here.
Oh, yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're from the East Coast or whatever.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But, yeah. So Veronica's like, he's Dick Casablancas, I guess. And Gia's like, sold. So we're partying for a little bit, and then Deputy Sachs shows up to the party, and he sees Logan. He's like, Logan, come with me. We got to ask you some questions at the sheriff's office. And Logan's like, if you're going to arrest me and make it quick. And Deputy Sachs is like, all right, cool, man. You're under arrest for the murder of Felix Toombs. And everyone's looking around like, as Logan's being escorted out, Duncan shows up with a bunch of bottles of liquor. Deputy just walks right past it.
Yeah, they don't care about that.
I have all these underage kids drinking. And then he's like, I got to arrest Logan.
Logan is snarky, smirking his way through the arrest, being cocky the whole time. I
feel like this is a deja vu. I feel like this happened before.
Yeah, it's a glitch in the Matrix.
Patreon.com/Boys Watching Buffy.
Yep.
But yeah, so Logan's arrested again.
Yeah.
This
No, there's not. Jeopardy thing? No, he didn't go through actual trial and new evidence has been found. Yeah.
Fair. You knew I was going to ask that, didn't you?
I didn't. No, I just knew I've thought about it myself. That's why.
Yeah. So Keith is at home and he's calling Sheriff Lamb to concede the election and congratulate him. And Deputy Sachs answers the phone and they all have like party hats and noisemakers and shit. And Keith is like, hey, is Lamb there? And Sachs is like, yeah, he's here. And then he looks over to Lamb, and Lamb is like, take a message. I don't want to talk to anybody. And Sachs is like, yeah, he's busy right now. And then Keith's like, just send him a message of congratulations and all that other bullshit. And Sachs is like, all right, cool. So there's that.
Well, he asked about the bus investigation.
Oh, he does. He's like, yeah, we're looking into it.
And they're actually looking into it. They actually pulled the bus up. So
yeah,
the sheriff's actually doing something.
Yeah, the bare minimum.
I'm going to say Veronica should have shared the blackmail voice, the recording that she found.
Oh, yeah.
If she wanted to convince her dad that Lamb needed to go.
Yes. That's like his favorite baseball player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had all the leverage in the world to like try to push.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Veronica, your secrets are getting you in trouble.
Yep. Oh, boy, are they. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy, are they. So Veronica, she goes to the Mars Investigations office, and there's some guy there waiting outside. And he's like, please help me. And Veronica's like, okay, let me help this, unhoused person. Who is this? And then she pulls this guy into the light, and who is it? It's Abel Koontz. Hello, Veronica. I need your help, young lass. And Veronica's like, what do you need? What do you need from me? She brings him inside. She's like, I need your help. My daughter, Amelia de Longpre, she's missing. And I would like to see her before she dies.
And Veronica's like, you don't look well. And he's like, I know.
Oh, right. I have like 3 days to live. I forgot.
Yeah.
So then Veronica's like, well, what happened? Where could she be? And he's like, well, Amelia signed a settlement with Kane Software. She got $3 million, and he needs Veronica to find Amelia. And Veronica's like, why should I help you? And he's like, because I'm begging you for help, Ms. Mars. It's going to be, I missed her 21st birthday, and I won't be around to see her live to 22. And I just want to see her one last time before I perish. And Veronica's like, well, I'm going to call the hospital first, and then sure, whatever, I'll help you. Only because you're begging. He's like, thank you. Thank you.
He mentions the mom is somehow out of the picture. I forget exactly what's going on with the mom, because that's who she lived with. So it's interesting that she seems to have nothing. It's interesting that she took that $3 million and dipped. Amelia dipped.
Oh boy, did she. Well, that was part of the agreement. She had to make herself disappear for the $3 million.
Yeah, but like disappear. She didn't have to disappear. She just needed to not bring up anything, right?
I think that Clarence Weidman told her she's going to have to disappear.
Who was going to be looking for her, though?
Clarence Weidman.
Yeah, I think she could have probably just stayed in college and just kept her mouth shut. She was already estranged from her dad to begin with.
Yeah. Who knows?
It would have made more sense for the mom to actually show up looking for Amelia, but I understand story-wise, narrative, what they try to tie in together at the end. I get it.
Yeah. So Veronica's going to help Abel Koontz try and find Amelia DeLongpre. So we go to the sheriff's office, and Logan is in a police lineup, and he's just being a fucking snarky dickhead.
Dude, he's doing the, you like me, you really like me bit. I mean, he is being arrested for a murder that he can't even be sure that he didn't do.
Yeah. And he's not taking it seriously at all.
Yeah.
No, he's just like snarky as hell. He's rubbing it in these sheriff's faces. He's like, you can't, I'm Teflon Don. You can't touch me. But Lamb like knocks on the door, pulls Logan out of the lineup, and he's like, you should get yourself a lawyer because this shit's serious, my dude. And Logan's like, just get me whatever dumb asshole that you can find, like public defender, attorney. I don't give a fuck. And Lamb's like, I'm pretty confident that you're gonna stay in here. You're not gonna be getting any bail. I don't have to let you go anywhere. And I also think that you're a flight risk too. So you're off of like flying around at all. And Logan looks up at him like, oh.
Yeah, he says the flight risk threat because he's going to tell the judge that he's a flight risk so he doesn't get the option for bail or something.
Yeah. So then we have Veronica at school, and she's voiceovering that Amelia has vanished. She can't find anything on her, but she's at the college that Amelia was at. So she's like, I'm going to go ask her boyfriend, because I remember she was very devoted to her boyfriend the one time that I met her.
Mm-hmm. She was very devoted to him, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. She was like, I got to tell my boyfriend where I am, otherwise he's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
So Veronica goes to his dorm, and he doesn't know where Amelia is either. But he says, hey, after she got that settlement, we went to Europe together. We went to Ibiza. We went to Ibiza together. But we were having a good time. We were partying. And then we went to one of those clubs where at the end of the night, they release a bunch of foam. And in the utter confusion of the foam, I lost her. And that was the last time I ever saw her. And I'm not that worried about it. She just kind of like ditched me. And I was like, yeah, whatever. It's no big deal. It's like this girl has definitely been captured and is human trafficked. And he's like, yeah, she ditched me. It's fine.
When did Taken come out? Is this pre or post Taken?
You know what? It's probably pre-Taken. It's got to be like a year or two before Taken. Because this came out in 2005.
Taken is 2012. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought Taken was like 2007. It seems.
I thought it was like 2008 or something. Yeah. Same.
Liam Neeson with his fucking soy sauce hair in that movie. Dye job is brutal. But yeah, this boyfriend, he could not give a fuck where Amelia is. He's like, she ditched me. It's fine. I'll move on. I got other options, basically. And he can accept that she ditched him, but he also gave her like a bunch of, or she stole like calling cards from him.
Yeah. If you're a younger listener, calling cards were kind of a way to make long distance phone calls. They were prepaid cards that you could dial into payphones to call stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, that's Veronica's like, all right, well that really didn't lead to anything. This guy doesn't know jack's shit, and he doesn't seem to really care either.
Yeah.
So who else might care about Amelia? Let me go find her roommate. She goes, finds her roommate. The roommate's like, she was in Ibiza? What? I was just here and she's in Ibiza? This is bullshit. I don't know where she is. I didn't even know she was in Ibiza. It also doesn't really add up. That doesn't seem like her personality either. Like she wasn't like a party girl or anything. She didn't do that. So I don't know. Something's weird about this. And Ryan's like, all right, cool. And then she goes back to the boyfriend's room to ask him about the calling card. She's like, hey, do you have the numbers from the calling card? Maybe I could track them down based on if she was like calling somebody. Mm-hmm. And she goes to an Ibiza website that the boyfriend and Amelia were on to find parties. She goes on that same website to post like a report like, hey, Amelia Delongpre is missing. If you have any information, hit me up.
That Ibiza hotline.
Yeah.
The missing persons of Ibiza.
Yeah, all those ravers, they're going to be like, guys, we got to find Amelia. They're all dropping ecstasy.
They all get that Amber Alert on their phones in Ibiza when she sends that off.
From the party group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go back to Neptune and the sheriff's department, and Logan's in the room, and Cliff shows up because he's the public defender that's been assigned to Logan Eccles. And Cliff is like, I don't know why you don't just hire a real lawyer, dude. I fucking suck at this shit.
Yeah, basically.
And Logan's like, no, I'm pretty sure that this like witness is lying. There's no way he saw anything. And
why does Logan think? Why does Logan so sure?
I have no idea. But Cliff is like, well, the witness said this about what you said when he showed up to the scene of the crime. He said that you admitted that you did it and you used a bunch of ethnic slurs and racial slurs. And I was like, that does sound like Logan.
This is tracking. This is our main character's one-time love interest.
Yeah, and then you called him a maternal expletive, racial expletive.
All right, this guy knows me. This
guy knows me. Fuck, it might have been me, actually. Logan starts to get like the memory flashbacks. Like, oh, fuck, I did do it.
Yeah.
But, and then Logan also threatened the guy who saw it or was called. He's like, if you fucking tattle on me, I'll fucking kill you too. And then Logan's like, okay, all right. And then in the middle of all this, Cliff gets a phone call, and it's Veronica Mars. And Veronica's like, hey, you need to look up these phone numbers. And Cliff's like, why do I need to look up these phone numbers for you? And Veronica goes, because you owe me. He's like, oh, I owe you? More like you owe me. And they go back and forth like 4 times about different favors they owe each other until Cliff finally concedes like, okay, yeah, you're right. I do owe you one.
This is something you do in season 3. Like he's barely in season 1 and they're going back and forth like this, like the longest running series ever. Like it feels a little too soon for it. And the fact that he picked up a phone call while he's with Logan.
Right?
And does the thing that he does next while he's with Logan. Just TV, they just wanted to squeeze it all together. Insane behavior.
Yeah. I mean, after witnessing this, Cliff is a terrible lawyer. Like, he's crooked.
I mean, he knows enough though. Like, he knows the law because he was good with the getting the money from the Canes at the end of season 1.
Scholarship thing.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're not signing a full waiver of like can never do anything to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. But it also was annoying too because there was only one of those favors that we actually saw.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you remember you owe me this favor, and then they went like 3 or 4 more, and it's like all stuff that predates the show, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I kind of like zoned out during when they were listing stuff because I was like, I know what they're doing. But
it probably happened in the comics.
Yeah.
Probably happened in the comics. It's all explained there.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, all right, I owe you. All right, I'll look up these phone numbers. So he hangs up, then calls the calling card company to get information. He puts on like a fake voice. He's like, my somebody's missing. I need you guys.
He pretends to be Amelia's dad, and or pretends to be like his daughter's missing, and he needs to get the phone records. So he wants them to give him the phone records and email them to him.
And email him to V Mars. And then when he says V Mars, Logan's ears perk up. He's like, oh, Jesus.
VMars at AOL.com.
Yeah.
What a time. What a time.
And so he hangs up, and Logan's like chuckling at how crooked Cliff is. He's like, this fucking guy. So he hangs up, and Cliff is like, well, how was exhilarating? Anyway, why don't you're rich, right? Why don't you fucking put your money to good use and hire a real lawyer? Because I'm not that guy.
You know what's interesting is that we find out later in the episode that Logan went through an emancipation, hearings and stuff, which I would think would take a little longer, like more than probably a month, maybe more to do that.
Yeah, you think he was doing this simultaneously as he's fighting a murder charge?
And going to summer school?
Yeah.
There was a lot going on this summer.
Yeah. Got a complicated life.
But Duncan,
where was Duncan?
Where were you, Duncan? Where were you?
I'm glad we both went to the same place.
Where were you when I was on a murder trial, banging your ex-girlfriend, and then and meeting up with my murderer's dad? Why weren't you there?
I needed you, Duncan.
All right, fine. Let's play some video game golf. We're cool.
All right, hot shots it is. And we got to tune into that fucking psychic show. We can't forget that show.
We can't forget the psychic show. We got to come on. Let's
we never saw before, but we watch it. We're loyal viewers of this public access psychic show.
Let's play a back nine and then watch the psychic show. Let's play a video game back nine.
You think the psychic show ever shows up again?
No, not at all. Zero.
But everybody in Neptune watches it.
Zero chance. Zero. They put that in the closet with Wallace's remote control airplane.
Madame Sophia's in the closet.
Locked away in the cellar.
Oh, man. Well, yeah. So Veronica, she gets the email from the calling card company, and she notices that, one of the calls came from Neptune last week. Like all of them were Ibiza, and then one was Neptune within the last week. And she's like, oh shit, I know where I gotta go to the location that this was called from.
Yeah.
So then we go to Logan being taken to a jail cell. And Lamb is so happy to have him in this jail cell.
Mm-hmm.
And Logan goes up to him. He's like, so when can I get my conjugal visit? And Lamb goes, why don't you ask your cellmate? Logan turns around. There's like a guy with a shaved head and a beard there. And Logan's like, ooh. But then he turns a little more, and who's in the cell with him? his father, Aaron Eccles.
Just wild stuff.
This show.
But one, that would never, none of this would happen. This just can't happen.
Absolutely not. I mean, if Sheriff Layman's crooked as fuck.
Yeah, but just the Aaron Eccles being transferred is too high profile of a case. There's no way they're putting a potential witness because the trial haven't started. Like, this is a lot. There's no way this would happen. But I do have to go back to
show.
Yeah, I do have to go back to the conjugal visit line. And Lamb's look when he says it, he's so proud of himself, and he does this blinking, like,
oh yeah.
And I was like, man, Lamb, I don't know. He's they're doing some interesting stuff with him this episode.
Yeah, he's good looking too.
He was in 600 episodes of The Young and the Restless.
Oh shit, that checks out.
Yeah.
He is definitely soap opera handsome.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's in over 600 episodes of that show.
God damn, what a fucking... Soap operas are such a dope gig.
They don't exist anymore, really. Telenovelas do,
Yeah.
but like American soap operas, not so much.
I feel like a bunch
K-dramas.
of them, like, oh yeah, K-dramas. My friend, he has a Korean wife, and that's like their fucking jam. They watch that shit like crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like everything is getting next, where like K-pop is bigger than like anything right now. Like, dude, my friend Blake, he's like obsessed with K-pop stuff. He's always trying to get me into it. And I gotta admit, some of them are fucking bangers.
Are you watching that K-pop Demon Hunters?
No, but I heard that show's actually really fucking awesome.
Is it a show? I wasn't sure if it was a show or a movie, but it's
I'm
I've
not
heard
sure.
about it.
Ooh, it might be a movie.
Yeah.
But I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I've just heard of it. I haven't heard any good or bad.
Boys watching movies?
Potentially.
Who knows? But yeah, so Aaron's there and he's like, son? Oh, what are you doing here? And Logan's like, Dad, what are you doing here? He's like, I'm getting transferred from county to wherever else. And Aaron is just on one in this. This
bodes well for one of my predictions, but I'm worried about what the show's about to do.
So Aaron tries to convince Logan, like, I'm not a murderer. And then Logan's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, look, he's like trying to get some sympathy from Logan's like, I've been through a lot. Like, you don't even realize how hard this has been for me. And then Aaron says that Keith got it wrong. And it was Duncan that found Aaron and Lily. And Logan's like, no, you bashed my girlfriend's head in. And then Aaron's like, no, I didn't. He's like, well, you banged my girlfriend for your private like sex tape collection. And Aaron's like, yeah, I mean, you see why? She's hot. Like, you were trying to bang. You were banging her. I wanted to bang her.
I wanted video proof of me having sex with an underage girl. What's so crazy about that?
So he's like, I didn't do it. Duncan might have done it. And Logan's like, you expect me to believe that Duncan killed his sister? And Aaron just kind of like looks out the window. He's like, I don't know. I blacked out. I don't remember. Like, everything was such a blur. But I know that he was going to say, I just had to get out of there.
Yeah. And then that made me just go, okay, what do we know? And I'm like, you know what? We don't know that we believe he killed her, but we saw it in like flashbacks. It was Veronica's like mind putting the two together. Like, we don't have actual, this is exactly what happened then. Yeah. And I'm worried that the show might use that and be like, oh, you guys don't really know what actually happened.
Yep.
It might kind of like
beyond a reasonable doubt.
And they might kind of like, it might add a new layer to the Lily thing. I want the Lily thing to just be like, that happened.
I want that to be done.
Yeah.
But now Logan retorts with, okay, so even if you didn't kill my girlfriend, you tried to kill another underage girl who also was a girlfriend of mine. And then Aaron goes, Logan, I just snapped.
I didn't snap the first time, but I definitely snapped the second time when I tried to murder everyone.
I just snapped. I chased her down. I chased her all through a house. I sat on a fridge and lit gasoline. All like it was just a blink of an eye.
It can happen to anyone.
It was a heat of passion type thing. Haven't you ever concocted? I knocked out a guy in his own house.
Have you never loved your sex tapes enough to kill?
And Logan just looks at him and Aaron goes, "You don't believe me."
It's so true. So true.
Can't believe my own son. You don't believe me.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, you don't believe me. Why should a jury believe me?
Yeah. When he said the jury, I'm like, a jury's going to eat this up. A jury's going to eat it up.
And then Aaron's like, well, you know what? Doesn't matter what I did or didn't do, killed or didn't kill, attempted to kill, didn't kill. Logan, that's no reason for you to throw your life away. You shouldn't do that. And Logan's like, dude, it was a very complicated process. I'm dealing with a lot right now. And then Cliff shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And Cliff's like, hey, kid, get out of here. You got bail. And then Logan's like, wait, what? I thought that Lamb said that I wasn't going to make bail. And Cliff's like, yeah, but I know the judge and he's crooked. And he and I like hang out at the golf clubs. And I got you to get bail. So let's get out. And you know what you should do? You should hire a real lawyer because that ain't me, bud.
Yeah.
And then Logan's like, I don't know, man. You're kind of warming up to me. I kind of like you.
And at this moment, I wrote, yes, Cliff is going to run a big murder case, and it's going to be awesome. He's got to put a team together, though. He's got to have a team of lawyers.
Oh, his assistant's going to be Loretta Cancun.
And then like
he hired her because no one else would.
And Veronica running just investigations, looking into it. She's the Clarence Weidman of his case, like looking into stuff.
Versus intern. I love that every step of the way, Cliff has been like, hire a real lawyer.
Yeah. Well, he brought up a good point. He said it's going to look arrogant. It's not going to make you look innocent. It's going to make you look arrogant to have me there.
Yeah.
Like you think you're better. It's like, I mean, the legal system is like, if you got enough money, you can hire a better lawyer and then you can get off. And that's just like not fair and balanced at all. The system is the system.
Just love. We don't do quote unquote here, but Aaron Eccles going, you don't believe me.
It's a beautiful line delivery. Just beautiful.
You don't believe me. Can't. My own son.
How dare you not believe me after you found out I was sleeping with your girlfriend?
And tried to kill your other girlfriend. Sat on top of fridge that trapped your daughter that I believe that I and she could get out of. Poured gasoline all over. Tried to kill her father, too.
Yeah.
You don't believe me.
Yeah.
Fucking guy. So we go to Veronica, and Veronica is investigating where this phone call came from, and where did it lead her to? It led her to the payphone that's across the street from Kane Software. And Veronica's like, this is suspicious as hell. So I'm going to go into Kane Software to meet up with an old rival of mine, Clarence Weidman. And Clarence Weidman's like walking around the office, and then he goes into his office where Veronica does like the spinning chair move as soon as he walks in. Mr. Weidman, it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. And he's like, how the hell did you get in here? And Veronica's like, shouldn't you know you're the head of security, motherfucker?
Well, she told his receptionist that her car was getting towed so she could sneak by and then get into his office.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good move. Good move. Veronica's sneaky. She can steal medical records.
She's very sneaky.
She can steal medical records.
Yeah. So Veronica's like, where's Amelia DeLongpre? And Clarence Weidman's like, I don't fucking know. And I don't care. She got her money. My job is done. I don't have to follow up on this bitch. And Veronica's like, okay, sure. And then he's like, and you need to get the hell out of here before I have someone escort you out. And he picks up his phone, and this, we don't do quote unquote, but I
You're
love
doing a lot of
Veronica's
not
line
quote
here.
unquote here.
I mean, this is just back to back. There were some good lines in this episode.
Mhm.
I loved this line, but Veronica says, "No need to call yourself to escort me," because he's the head of security.
Yeah.
She's like, "No need to call yourself. I know the deal." And then she just gets up and smirkfully walks out of the room. So,
Yep.
That's that. So we go to the school. Duncan's hanging out with Dick Casablancas. They're talking about a Senior Shrimp shirt. They want to get a Senior Shrimp shirt, which is like the stand-in for Senior Frogs,
Mm-hmm.
which is like the classic spring break. They have wet t-shirt contests and shit at there, and underage kids go drink in there, and it's a fucking mess.
It's a
You
good
ever go
time,
to Senior
Joe.
Frogs? You
Uh,
ever go?
Is there a Senior Frog? Where's the Senior Frogs?
I know there was one in Miami. I went to Miami, and there was one there.
I've never been to Miami.
Oh, just call me Mr. International or whatever. What's Pitbull? He's
Yeah.
from Miami, right?
Yep.
Dale. But yeah, they're talking about this shirt, and they want to go to Senior Shrimp so that they can underage drink and mac on some chicks, except for Duncan. Duncan's, he's loyal to Veronica. Then Weevil shows up with his crew's gotten smaller. His crew's been halved.
Yeah.
He's only got 2 cronies with him this time.
He's got more than 2. He's got more than 2. It's definitely like 3.
No, he's got 2.
Oh, is this the later scene? No, he's got like 3. It's like 3 of them because it's a 4.
He's
It's
got
a
2,
foursome.
and then he picks up one.
Okay, it's like, yeah, I know it's like 4 of them in the next scene total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got his 2 cronies with him in this one, and then Weevil's like, "Hey, you boys hear about your boy Logan?" And they're like, "No, what about him?" He's like, "Well, I got word. I don't know what his connections are, but he's like, I got word that there is a witness that saw Logan kill Felix. So he's going to go down. He's going to get fucking actually charged with murder this time. And they're going to hold him, and he can't leave, and he's not going to make bail and all this shit." And then Dick Casablancas says,
This is
"Wait,
This is the line of all lines, dude.
yeah, yeah. I don't have the exact. Do you have the exact
I
line?
have the exact line, and it
You
is
go for it then.
It is.
This is
brutal.
Vance Tucker saying this.
This is Vance Tucker reading this.
Grace quoting Dick Casablancas.
Yes, Duncan's friend, Dick Casablancas.
Duncan's bro. Logan's best buddy.
Yes. He says, "Oh, like responding to Weevil, he goes, 'Did I miss a state proposition? Is it now a crime to kill a Mexican?'"
God damn.
Oof, 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 oof. It's not even at a level of like playful ribbing racism.
It's hard. My note, I have like the gist of the quote written down, and then in all caps I wrote Jesus.
Yeah. At first I had like, oh, and I was like, Dick just being Dick. I didn't know what to write. I was like, just damn Dick, dude. That's so harsh.
It's brutal.
And then Duncan
He's in the intro credits.
and then Duncan is just like, hey, get out of here. Don't bother. Like, Duncan, who are you? Because I was asking this. I'm like, is he still friends with Dick? Is he still friends with Logan? Like, what is Duncan's friend circle? Apparently, he still has the same amount of friends.
Yep,
even though
still
he's
buds.
dating Veronica, whose popularity rises and falls depending on the tide.
Waxes and wanes
Yeah.
with the moon.
Yeah. But that
Yeah,
line was...
I mean, I couldn't believe it because, like, we're supposed to be like, Duncan's a good guy, but he's hanging out with this guy.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, it's the mid-aughts, man. It was just a different time, Joe.
Yeah, I guess. I forgot. I must have forgot. Killing Mexicans wasn't a crime back then. Jesus.
Well, you fast forward to 2025 and you have to wonder
Yep,
who,
yeah.
if the Dick Casablancases of the world have made it into power.
They have.
Yeah.
They absolutely have. But so after that little remark, Weevil's like, oh, he like kind of chuckles and he's like, you got me on that one. And then Duncan's like, hey, man, let's just leave. And then so they leave. And then Weevil's walking down the hall. And then some third guy,
who is doing
comes
the
up to,
fakest, like, gangster walk.
Yeah. He comes up to Weevil. He's like, hey, buddy, did you hear? Weevil's like, hear what? It's like, Logan made bail. And then Weevil and his buddies are like, damn, these fucking white guys, they're able to get away with fucking anything. They're just able to get away with anything. And then this new guy in Weevil's crew, he's like, man, I'll be real with you. We got to fucking do something about this Logan Eccles guy. We should have taken care of him back a while ago. And Weevil's like, nah, maybe not. I don't know. And then he goes, well, must be true what they say about the PCHers now. And Weevil's like, what's that? He goes, they say that the PCH stands for Panty Club for Homos. And Weevil's like, you know what? Fuck that.
This guy threatened and said killing us isn't a problem, but calling us a homo? Calling me gay? That cannot stand it. They can kill us.
Nope.
They can kill us. They can do all this other stuff, but no, I will not stand for your little brother hearing that PCH stands for Panty Club for Homos.
Yeah. So Weevil looks around. He's like, you know what? I think it is time we did something about Logan.
You know what I'm going to say about this? I think the PCH gang is soft.
Whoa! Vance is coming out and saying they're the Panty Club for Homos.
I'm saying I will dive into this deeper because I had that sentiment later. There's something that happens later where I had that sentiment, but they are a soft gang. And I thought they were just a gang in name that rides their bikes around and doesn't do anything and they get picked on by the cops. But yeah, we will get into
Vance saying, you soft. SAWFT.
You're marshmallow. You're marshmallow, Weevil.
Yeah, I thought that was going to come back because aren't Mars fans called marshmallows? That hasn't come back since the pilot.
I know.
Wait a second. I forgot about that.
This stuff is burnt into my brain now. Just sitting in there.
Soft, you're sloppy. Yep. So, if anyone knows that reference, hit up Discord and I'll give you a clap emoji react.
He doesn't give those out.
SAWFT. Okay. So, Veronica then shows up to hang out with Duncan and Dick, and she smooches on Duncan, and Dick's like, ew. And then she stops, and Duncan and Dick talk about they're getting fake ID so they can go to Senor Shrimp. And Veronica's like, I don't want that.
I also wanted to bring up the fact that Dick wants to go to a Mexican margarita bar before he says his line about Mexicans. I just wanted to bring up the irony that's not really...
Yeah, that's racism for you, dude.
Yeah. Taco Tuesdays, but I don't want them making tacos. I don't want tacos, but yeah.
No. I want white people making my tacos.
I love the tacos. I just hate the people that made them and created them. That's all.
I want to be able to legally kill them.
Yes.
Is that so much to ask?
So much to ask. I'm an emancipated minor. My dad.
Gia! What do you think about Dick Casablancas?
Oh, you mean the dad who was scamming our teacher and who can't retire now? Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good guy. I think he drugged me, maybe. Oh, man. So Veronica, she's like, wait a minute, I just remembered something. And she calls Amelia's boyfriend to ask about Amelia getting a fake ID because she got a fake ID when they were in Ibiza. Mm-hmm. And the boyfriend says, yeah, she got it from this girl named Margot Schnell. And Veronica's like, okay, cool. She looks her up on privateeyeswithaz.com. Mm-hmm. And Veronica's like, I think that Amelia might be with this Margot Schnell girl.
No, Margot Schnell is her older cousin. I think she took her older cousin's ID or something, right? I think that's what happened.
Okay. So, yeah. So then we go to Logan getting driven by Sheriff Lamb back to his house because he made bail. And they show up to his house, and Logan's house is burning down. The Panty Club for Homos must have set it on fire.
I wonder if Lamb's going to investigate this at all. Probably
No,
not.
he's just going to stand next to Logan and watch it and go, uh-oh, looks like you don't got a home anymore, bitch.
Yeah, Logan mentioned something about watching Ellen while he was in holding, and then they get out. They get out from like this fire's from like the top of a hill or something. Like this house is on like a hill all of a sudden, and they say, Lamb says that's gonna mess up your TiVo. Another dated reference.
Yeah. Because he was talking about like all the stuff that he had TiVo'd.
Yeah, and this is the moment I realize I hate Lamb as a cop, but love him giving Logan shit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So it's a weird double-edged sword with this guy.
Yeah. I thought it was wild that he's just like standing there with Logan. Logan's like, "Oh my god, my whole life is burning to the ground," and Lamb's like, "That's gonna fuck up your TiVo, bitch."
It's interesting because it's hard to tell which side of 09erdom Lamb is on. You know?
Yeah, because he likes Jake Kane, but doesn't like Logan.
But also didn't like Keith and Veronica because they were coming down on the 09er people. For their
doesn't
crimes.
like Wallace because Wallace needs to see the wizard. Logan needs to see the wizard, see if he can get a house.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Logan's house is burned to the ground thanks to the PCHers. So Veronica goes to the airport, and the person that's at the airport at the rental car place is none other than our boy, creator.
Joe's boy.
Not really my boy, but he's our boy. Where would we be without him, Vance? We'd be nowhere.
We wouldn't be
Jostopher Whedon.
Jostopher Whedon.
Jostopher Whedon is working the desk at this rental car place. And she asks him about getting information about the car that Margot Schnell or Amelia rented. And he's like, it's a white Buick LeSabre. And that's basically some of the information that she needs. And she's like, okay, well, can you give me some more information? He's like, no. And then Veronica's like, all right, I'm going to leave. She goes outside, switches outfits, because she's like, this normally would be a 2-person job, but Wallace is MIA, so I got to do both. She sees
what did
Joss
she do before Wallace?
Dude, I don't know. A bunch of favors with Cliff.
She also hadn't been doing much because there's only been a year that she'd been a detective.
True.
Again, I want to bring this up really quickly. Keith trained her in all of this stuff, yet sometimes doesn't want her to do it. I know he acknowledged it now, but why did he train her in all of it?
Yeah.
This isn't just like protect yourself. There's a murderer on the loose. I want you to be safe.
Yeah.
Here's your
pepper spray.
Yeah. These are how to investigate people.
Yeah. So she goes outside, she takes her hair down, puts some glasses on. She sees Joss arguing with
yelling at a subordinate.
Yeah, just very on character for
Just
typecast again.
Yeah. I didn't even know he did acting.
Yeah, he was in Angel and Buffy a bunch as demons.
Yeah, but like
he was Lauren's cousin or whatever.
But those are shows that he made.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's
wild that he's on this show that Charisma Carpenter was also on after their whole thing.
And Willow was on it too. What's her name?
Yeah, Allison Hannigan.
Yeah. So I guess they were like, all right, we'll just put everybody in. Yeah.
I guess so.
Hey, that's why we're doing Veronica Mars on Boys Watching Buffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crossover.
Yay.
So he's also the employee of the month, and he's all proud about that.
That shot is insane.
Yeah. This guy's little plaque up on the wall. So he's yelling at this underling, and he leaves. Veronica goes back in to talk to the underling. And she's like, hey, I need information on this car. And the girl's like, I shouldn't give you that information. Veronica's like, just call it up. And she's like, all right.
Well, Veronica plays my boss is a jerk and I can't let him win. She plays the card of like, my
I'm
boss
going
sucks.
for a promotion. Yeah.
And the scene ends with she ends up getting the location of the car.
OnStar information. Yeah.
And then the employee tells Veronica, hope your boss gets canned. And then Veronica stops, looks back, and goes, yours too. Then Sarah Michelle Gellar high five.
Charisma Carpenter comes back.
Yeah.
I love what you just did there. But the information that Veronica gets is 2 days ago, the car was in Waverly, California. They don't have any updated information because it must be in like a garage or something. They can't access it. But the most recent information they have is that the car was in Waverly, California.
At Capella University, learning online doesn't mean learning alone. You'll get support from people who care about your success, like your enrollment specialist who gets to know you and the goals you'd like to achieve. You'll also get a designated academic coach who's with you throughout your entire program. Plus, career coaches are available to help you navigate your professional goals. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
So then we go to Sheriff Lamb, and he's in his office, and Keith shows up, and he's like, hey, do you have your forensics guys look into the bus accident, see if there was any evidence of an explosion? And Lamb's like, you lost the election, bucko. Why don't you just fuck off? And I'm not looking into it.
He's looking into it,
but he's like, no, just fuck off. Like,
he's like, it's not
the sheriff's work.
Yeah.
To the sheriff.
Yeah.
And Keith's all pissed. And he's like, dude, I came to you with this information. Why aren't you like being more diligent about this? And Sheriff Lamb is like, hey, man, I'm the sheriff. You're not. Okay? Why don't you go home and worry about your daughter instead of this case? And Keith's like, worry about my daughter? What is that supposed to mean? And Lamb goes, oh, you didn't know?
And who knows what Lamb could say at this point? He could talk
God.
He could talk about the sexual assault that she tried to file like a couple years ago.
Where's Inga?
Inga got referenced last episode when she made the fake phone call with Weevil. But I haven't seen Inga. And Leo still works at the place. We don't know that Leo doesn't.
I think that Deputy Sachs has taken Leo's place as the go-to underling now.
I can't wait for him to fall in love with Veronica.
Tickle me with that mustache, Sachs.
She's 18 now, so she can do it. She's 18 now. It's fine.
True. She doesn't need to tell Keith about anything.
No.
But Lamb does. So he's like, yeah, you didn't hear about this from your daughter? That's curious. Keith's like, what happened? And Lamb is like, oh, nothing. Just a little something about a dead guy washing up on the beach with Veronica's name written on his hand. And Keith's like, son of a bitch. She didn't tell me this. And he looks all like, yeah, then he leaves.
Keith has a great mopey face. It's just so funny. It's so funny looking.
Dude, that last episode when Alicia gives him some shit about Celia, and then he just hangs his head and he's like,
and he just walks into the room. Man, so good.
So we go to Veronica, who is in Waverly, California, and she's like, damn, there ain't shit to do out here. There's nothing going on here. But she pulls up to a hotel. She goes up to the hotel worker, and she's like, hey, I'm looking for this girl, Amelia. Have you seen her? She got a picture of her. He's like, yeah, I saw her. She's like, you know what room she was in? And he's like, you got to pay $30 if you want a fucking room here. And Mariah's like, ugh. So she pays the $30, goes into a room. She starts looking around the room.
I would be creeped out by the guy that she saw at the front desk that was like looking up porn and misspelling slutty or whatever, or naughty.
Naughty schoolgirls.
Yeah, with the KNOTTY. And I would just be so worried that I'm walking. This is like something out of Psycho. You're just going to walk into a room and just not check your six, that guy's just there.
Yeah, I mean, this nothing town.
Yeah, and
Amelia
this guy
is missing. This guy looks sketch as fuck.
Yeah, he's an older guy, probably not the strongest person, but you are a tiny, tiny girl.
Yeah.
So concerned.
Yeah. So Veronica's looking around, and then she gets a phone call, and it's Keith. He's like, hey, where are you? And Veronica's like, oh, I'm at shopping at an art thing by the beach. And Keith's like, oh, yeah? You are, huh? Send me some proof. Take a picture. And Veronica's like, Dad, I don't know how I'm going to. He's like, shut the fuck up and send me a picture. You know how to do it. You've got a camera on you all the time. Why don't you take a picture, send it to me so I know that you're actually there and you're not lying to me. And Veronica's like, okay, geez, Dad. And then he's like, and why didn't you tell me about this dead guy at the beach? And Veronica's like, who told you about the dead guy at the beach? I didn't want you to worry. And he's like, how could you keep this from me? And she's like, I didn't want you to worry. And then Veronica's like, here's what it is. The dead guy that washed up at the beach is a former employee of Aaron Eccles. He was a stunt guy on his movie, The Long Haul. And he was like, I remember that one. That was a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie. His first one, they really put him on the map. It was groundbreaking.
That literally
63. It's got an 85% star rating on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 90. He just like really went down. Like,
he really
Keith
did.
was a real fan of this movie.
And Veronica's like, well, this guy, his name is Curly Moran, and I think he has something to do with the bus crash. I think that Aaron Eccles hired him to do this bus crash because he was the stunt coordinator. He would know how to make a bus crash or explode. And we heard explosions on the voicemail. I think that Aaron hired Curly to kill me. I wasn't on the bus, so I feel guilty about all those kids dying. And Keith's like, okay. Reasonable. We're okay.
Seems like when your dad saves you from a murderer who was sleeping with your best friend who he killed, I feel like you guys can, I think the walls are broken between the two of you and you guys can start talking more candidly. Especially like he's also sleeping with the mom of your best friend who just decided to leave school early in the year. Star basketball player to go to Chicago, abandon his family to be with his dad because he has girlfriend issues.
I mean, how is Alicia not hiring Keith to track down Wallace?
I don't even think you have to track him down. I think he's just in Chicago. They know that like he's just there.
I mean, Veronica's got his email address. And she's in contact with him one way at least.
Yeah, she's Doogie Howsering it this episode. Yeah.
But Keith is like, all right, well, that's an interesting hunch that you've got there. I'll look into it a little bit or whatever, but send me that picture. And so Veronica,
at that point, I was like, the lie. Like, why are you still like? Why are you forcing her to lie more in this lie that you know that she has? Is this going to prove that? I don't know. This was so strange.
Yeah.
And I don't believe there was enough in this room.
Same. Veronica somehow gets like 6 or 7 art pieces to hang up on a wall.
How?
Yeah, right.
They don't have extra wall painting like hangers to hang.
No, dude.
And one is
nicely.
one high up. Like, do you know she had to stand on something to do?
Yeah. So she sets up all this art, like 6 or 7 paintings. Sets up her camera on a tripod, self-timer, takes a picture in front of all the paintings, plugs it into her laptop, sends it over to Keith to be like, see, I am good at lying.
This is like at this point was there's not great cameras on phones, and not every phone had a camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if she didn't have her laptop, I guess.
I mean, I'm surprised that she had her tripod.
Did she? I guess she drove there, so it's all just stuff in her trunk.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, I guess she would have to go to her trunk, but she might not have the laptop with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when she opens up the laptop, she sees that her Bluetooth detects Amelia's Palm Pilot.
We're getting all the throwbacks.
Oh, yeah. I remember when my dad had a Palm Pilot. I thought he was Mr. Future.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever like played around with a Palm Pilot. Yeah.
I remember playing around on my dad's Palm Pilot, but it wasn't really anything that I could remember. So Veronica goes back to the hotel worker and he's like, hey, is Amelia still here? Or like, is anyone staying in the room like across from me? And he's like, it's going to be another $30. Veronica's like, ugh, okay. Gives him another $30. She goes into there and she's looking around. She's investigating more. I think that she does it again and he charges her another $30.
Yeah, it's a little montage of $30 because she's checking all the rooms around to see because she said it's like a 30-foot range for the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
She is so knowledgeable.
Yeah, she's down like $90 now after looking through all these rooms and not finding anything. And then she's walking past an icebox. And I don't know why. She just gets this little Marsy sense. She gets a little tingling in her Veronica Mars sense.
When she stopped there, you could also see like a door to like a maintenance shed room or like a utility closet. And I was like, oh, maybe that's where she's going. And then the camera kind of pans down to the icebox.
Well, it was also like this stuff behind the box was like shadowy. And I was like, oh, is someone going to be there? Is the Palm Pilot there? Because that's what happened with Abel Koontz earlier in the episode. So I was like, oh, is that going to happen again? But no. She goes and she for whatever reason suspects that something's in the icebox. She opens the icebox. She starts swishing around the ice and it reveals a dead body. Oh my God. She goes to her room to call 911 and Clarence Weidman follows her into her room, closes the door. He's like, don't call 911.
He says, thought I told you to mind your business.
Oh, yeah.
Thought I told you to mind your own business. Commercial break.
Yeah. And Veronica turns around and she
told
goes,
you got to check your six. Got to check your six. I just said it. Got to check your six.
You never know when a large man with a shaft jacket's going to follow you into your room.
When the coolest guy in Waverly, California is there.
Dude, he does look a lot cooler in these scenes than he did ever in season 1. Remember he had like an old-timey like fedora trilby type hat?
He was. Yeah, they definitely changed him up. Yeah.
But now he's got a black turtleneck, black leather jacket. I told you to mind your own fucking business. Veronica turns around. She's like, my dad knows where I am. If you do anything to me, he's going to fucking come and find you. It's like, your dad thinks that you're at an art show.
Why did I send that photo that's obviously from a hotel room? That photo did not look convincing at all either.
No. Especially for where she said that she was at like an outdoor art thing, I think.
I thought she said I wasn't sure. I wrote down mall or art gallery, but whatever she took a picture of did not seem convincing whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably that like hotel air conditioner in the corner of the picture.
He's like, oh, wow, Veronica's going shopping for hotel art for the apartment? Yeah. Like, why would she be there?
Yeah, she went alone? Where's Duncan?
Yeah.
Duncan's the one who took the picture. Yeah, perfectly level? Mm-hmm. I don't think so. But Clarence is like, hey, so that dead body in the ice, I'm guessing that's Amelia. And Veronica's like, oh shit, so you're looking into this as well. And he's like, well, yeah, we have to wait before we call the cops though, because I wasn't being upfront with you before. So when I told you that like we gave Amelia this money, told her to disappear, she did, but then she came back and she tried to extort more money from the Kane Software people. And she kept popping back up. And even after I paid her in like marked bills or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then I found out that she was using the marked bills in this hotel or something, right?
In Waverly. He gave her she asked for $250,000. He gave it to her in marked bills, and they started turning up in Waverly.
Yeah. And then so they go back, Veronica and Clarence now.
Mm-hmm.
They go back to the hotel manager guy, and they're like, hey, we have some more questions about Amelia. And this guy's like, I told you it's going to be another $30. And Clarence was like, shut the fuck up, bro. I will break all of your fingers. I'll break all of your teeth with your fingers. And the guy's like, okay, I'll give you all the information you want. I was like, thank God, Clarence Weidman. She should hang out with Clarence Weidman some more.
It's a good duo. It's an interesting duo that we get for a little bit of the two of them. It's very interesting. I wonder if they'll do it again.
It.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot because like this hotel manager was like giving Veronica shit. And now that Clarence is with her, he's not giving her any more shit.
Well, I did like that he said, well, he did say Amelia was here. He did give her the information. And then they asked about, was she here with someone else, this guy? And he was like, yeah, this guy, brown hair, t-shirt. And he goes, hey, she never asked. And he's right. She didn't ask.
Yeah.
He's not going to give away. He's not going to give away free information. You got to ask
brown
the right
hair,
questions.
Medium-sized t-shirt.
I love that description. And then they're like, I think I know who it is.
Yeah, so Veronica and Clarence leave. Veronica thinks it's Amelia's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Veronica's like about to call the cops about like, hey, we got to do something about this body that's in the icebox. And Clarence like, don't call the cops just yet. I'll handle it. I need to get a handle on all this before it goes public. And Veronica's like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I never keep information to myself ever before. Yeah. Like, not information I kept from my dad about who I think blew up the bus, but yeah. Yep. She doesn't like when other people do it.
Yeah. So then we go over to Aaron Eccles, who's being brought into a visitation room. And who's there but Keith Mars? And Aaron's like, what the hell are you doing here? And Keith's like, I just wanted to come and see how are you doing there, buddy, old pal. And Aaron's like, well, I'm doing pretty darn tootin' good. I got my psychology degree. I started reading the Russian classics. And Keith's like, good.
Did he really get a psych degree?
I guess so. Moves quick.
Speed psych degree, yeah.
Yeah, he's smart. He's a smart cookie, that Aaron Eccles.
Yeah.
So then Aaron's like, what are you really doing here? You're not here to play catch up. And Keith is like, you know why I'm here, man. And then Aaron says something about like, what are you here to get another exclusive for your hack book? You wouldn't have sold a fucking single anything without me. You come here to thank me because you owe me a lot of thanks. And I was like, this is a completely different Aaron Eccles that we saw earlier.
Well, Aaron says, hey, I'm not going to talk. So I enjoyed a one-sided conversation. And then as any actor proceeds to talk the entire scene. And Keith looks so hurt when he makes a joke about the hack book. And I know it's supposed to be his performance that he's like getting into for the later part of the scene. But when they cut to him, the look on his face looks like that stung.
Yeah. But Keith is like, here's why I'm here. Because I heard from a little birdie that an old buddy of yours may have fucking exploded a bus. Your old buddy Curly Moran. You may have exploded this bus and because you were trying to get to Veronica. And Aaron's like, you think I had something to do with the bus crash? Wow, dude. Wow. He's like, yeah, I do. And I'm going to tell you something. If anything bad happens to my daughter, Veronica, ever, I'm going to blame you. And I'll come after you. And Aaron's like, okay. And Keith's like, have you been involved in this? And Aaron's like, dude, I'm in jail. A fucking bus crash? No. You think this is me? No. What are you doing here? And then Keith is basically like, all right, well, I'm not really even here to beat you up or anything. I'm not here to like accuse you of anything. I'm just here to let you know that I can get to you very easily. And then I want you to file that away for the future. Because if anything happens to my daughter in the next 70, 80 years, I'm coming for you. And Aaron looks shook.
Yeah.
But at the beginning of the scene, Keith does talk about like, I'm here visiting off the record, basically. Like, I know this guard, so it's like kind of a threat. Like, hey man, I can get to you.
Yeah.
Threatening Keith. When he turns on the like evil face too.
Oh no, he could be a psychopath in the show. Like if he came on and he was like a villain for a season that was like the murderous villain, I could see it. Like he could be in Dexter and be like a murderous character. I could see it. Like he does that really well. I don't know if he played them much. I haven't gone through his IMDb to see if he's played like a villain role really, but he could do it.
There was a movie that I watched where Niles from Frasier was a villain.
Oh, the one,
and he
host.
Fucking nailed it. Yeah. He fucking nailed it too. Like he got that creep factor going.
Dinner host or something. It's like him with the wine glass.
It's the host.
It's the host. Okay.
Yeah. That movie was good.
Yeah, I don't remember much about it, but I remember it being like, oh, Niles is gonna be a bad guy. He's just a great actor. Yeah.
Well, it's also in this scene with Keith, like the lighting, it's so harsh down, and then the table's reflective, so he's got kind of like that under lighting to give him that like scary stories, ghost stories flashlight thing going. It just looks fucking scary. So Veronica shows up to Amelia's boyfriend's dorm again. She's going to ask him some more questions, but before she can even get a word in edgewise, Clarence Weidman storms in behind her, grabs the boyfriend, shoves a rag in his mouth, pushes him out a window, so he's like dangling, and Clarence Weidman's like holding onto him like barely, and Veronica's like, what the fuck? This is not what I signed up for. What the fuck is going on? And Clarence like, shut up, bitch. You have anything to do with Amelia's, or did you conspire with Amelia against Kane Software? And this kid's like, no. And he's like, did you conspire against Kane Software? And he's like, no. Did you have anything to do with the death of Amelia DeLongpre? And then so Clarence is like,
I don't know if he mentions the death though. I think he just like does. He says the death. He actually says it.
He asks if he killed Amelia.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like it's a little different because then it's like it's not saying that she is dead because he doesn't want people to know she's dead yet.
Well, Clarence asks the boyfriend if he killed Amelia.
Yeah, but you can, if someone goes missing that no one found, you can ask if they're killed. But if you said if you have something to do with the death, that would kind of be like, like it's confirmed. Yeah.
So then after that, Veronica and Clarence leave. And Veronica's like, what the fuck was that? And he's like, hey, don't worry about it. Don't question my methods. And she is like, where'd you learn that? And he goes, Harvard. And she goes, and then he goes, where'd you learn how to act like that? And she's like, I forget what she says.
Yeah. But they were both putting on an act in the room, which is great.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing to see that, like, because I was like, Veronica's screaming. I was like, wow, she's really screaming a lot in that room. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Good cop, bad cop. Yeah. They're a good duo. They're a fun duo.
They're a great duo. I hope they continue working together.
Yeah, I mean, all Weidman did was like try to, he should be in jail for also arrested for trying to cover up the body.
Like, obstruction of justice. And then also kind of vaguely threatening Veronica with those pictures.
She hasn't told anybody about that.
Yeah. Just another Veronica secret buried deep down.
Yeah.
But Veronica's like, you think that he had anything to do with this? And Clarence was like, nah, that reaction that kid had, there's no way.
No one's that good of a liar. No one's that good.
Why don't you ask the piss that's in his pants if he did it? So then we have Logan back at school. He's got an ankle monitor on. He's hanging out with Dick Casablancas. Weevil shows up. He's got a piece of paper, and he gives it to Logan. He's like, what the hell is this? And Weevil's there with his cronies. He's got more of a force this time. I don't know how Logan keeps surviving.
Well, we're going to get to the point that I was going to bring up after this. This scene is where, okay. So Weevil gives him a piece of paper. He's like, what the hell is this? And Logan's like, he's like looking for the Spanish word for paper. He's like, it's a piece of paper. And he's like, no, dude. Yeah. Yeah. It's like papara,
like, no,
papara or something. Yeah. They just can't get over the fact that Weevil looks different than they do.
Oh, yeah. And Logan once again, we must reiterate, love interest for Veronica. Even now. Like,
Guy,
still, like...
Guy, I know the show is going to want us to root for as the seasons progress.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't know, it's a piece of paper, my dude. And then Weevil's like, motherfucker, it's an eviction notice for my grandmother's house. You bought my grandmother's house and now you're evicting her? And then Logan goes, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but somebody burnt my house down and I need a place to stay. So yeah, I bought up some property. And Weevil's like, you're going to evict my grandmother? He's like, and Logan goes, I mean, I don't have to evict her. I mean, we can all live together. And then Weevil's like, you motherfucker. And Logan's like, yeah, you know what? I don't even want to stay in that piece of shit fucking house. And of course I bought the house and I'm evicting your family. Fuck you. And I was like, God damn.
This is some wild shit, man.
I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. And then Weevil gets all up in his face. Logan's eating a hot dog.
No, and they're eating pizza. They're eating pizza.
Oh, it's pizza? Okay. Yeah. And then he like slaps the pizza into Logan's face. He's like, oh man, I was really enjoying that pizza. Mm-hmm. And then they get into like this little slap fight tussle and some fucking 45-year-old teacher is like, hey, kids, break it up.
This teacher I feel like this is the same teacher that broke up a fight like the end of last season. Like, I feel like he's the guy that breaks up fights in the show and comes out of nowhere and breaks up this fight as if it's a normal spat between like some feuding teenagers and not a blood feud where one person is been arrested for murder of a gang member of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is not hey guys, chill out, have a timeout. This isn't Duncan and Logan fighting over Veronica. This is deeper than this. Yeah.
He says something like, hey, school is no place to have this happen or something. He's like, this is no place for this to happen. And Logan's like, you know what? You're right. This is no place. So I thought they were going to be like flagpole 3:00 or something. You know what I mean?
No, if they did that, that'd be even worse.
But to your point of the PCHers being soft.
They're soft. They're soft as fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There's like 4 or 5 of the PCHers and it's just Logan and Dick Casablancas.
It's not even...
And Dick's still sitting down eating pizza, I think.
Oh, he's standing up at this point. But it's not even this for me. It's no way you do a drive-by on Logan and then nothing. Then you burn down his house, but you burn down his house because he got off a second time and because you got your gang was called homos. That's why you burned down the house. You didn't burn down the house for Felix, who has been murdered by this guy that you think murdered, you know? And then they get punked so hard right here. He bought your mom's house and is going to evict you. And you're just like, he's getting shot. Like, it's like, if this is a real gang, like, he's not going to school without like security guards or like security people, because this is insane. And he was living in his house, door unlocked, easy to get to. If they wanted to hurt him, they could. They're not like randomly jumping him. Like, he would be getting jumped every day.
Getting shanked. Just like a walk by shanking.
Like, it's not that hard. Like, they're like crashing his life short parties. Like, that's what you're doing. Like, they haven't landed a punch on this guy's face, except for that one kid. He also knocked you out, Weevil. You got kicked in the face.
He did a crane kick off
and knocked you out. You were unconscious, don't know what happened. Like, this is people get... You can embarrass someone that's in a gang by like just kind of making fun of something and other people laugh too loud, and you better watch your back.
Yeah.
Like, and they don't need to be like that hardcore of a gang, but when this guy has, you think, killed your friend and then is going to buy your house and kick you out of it, that is so, I don't know. The comeback has to be bigger. I don't know. Like, they did burn down his house, and he doesn't. And here's the issue with not an issue, but like, these guys don't care about shit. His house got burned down, and he's like, meh.
Yeah.
That's the reaction to the house being burnt down. Is meh.
Yeah.
And police aren't looking into it. Nothing. Like a multi-million-dollar estate just was burned down. How are people not talking about this everywhere? In the whole small town, no one's talking about this. This is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're too worried about the Neptune Sharks or whatever the baseball team is.
Yeah. I think the mayor needs to have to. We got to get a press conference with Gutenberg.
We got to get the exterminator out there.
Yeah.
You know what bugs me? House is being lit on fire, except not really, unless they're Logan Eccles.
You know, I'm the sheriff, but I actually drop off the people that make bail.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
Yep. I can't believe that, like, that teacher was just, hey, fellas.
Hey. I don't
Bring
want
it
to know
up,
who
fellas.
killed who or who burned down whose house or who's evicting who. Just chill out.
I swear to God, if Logan doesn't open up the next episode, duct taped to a flagpole in the nude, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, they haven't even done their one go-to move. Like, grab him by the
doing
back
something
of...
on the flagpole. Where's that Nissan Xterra on the flagpole like they did that one guy's car?
The nape of Logan's neck should be raw. It should be beet red. It should be beet red. He should be taped to a flagpole with his beet red back of the neck.
From being shook. Why don't you come take a walk with me? Oh my God. I also like in this little fight scene, I mean, I know that Logan's tall, but like he was like towering over Weevil too. Like I didn't realize how short Weevil was.
In his oversized jacket. He looks like a little kid trying to fight back. It's so bad.
Yeah. That was a tough look for old Weevil.
Yeah.
Even the teacher's like towering. He's like, hey.
I'm sorry, you're pushing the teacher out of the way and punching the shit out of Logan,
Right?
dude.
Especially
He's
when there's
evicting
4 or 5 of you.
But no, he's evicting you. Like, your emotions will be like, what is this? What is this paper? Like, I'm sorry.
Hey. He can't get kicked out of school, though. He promised his grandmother he was going to graduate.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
That's why.
Yeah. All right. Fair. Sure.
So then we go to Veronica. She's at home and she's missing Wallace. She's emailing him, giving him the update on the latest news.
And he's like, good thing I'm not in Neptune. This sounds horrible.
Right? Yeah, dude, he got out.
Yeah.
And then Veronica gets a FaceTime call request from Enrique Frique 69. That is the username of this person that is calling her.
What is this video chat that they're on?
I have no idea.
Yeah. They're probably the same one that that Bone Hamilton's daughter called them on.
No, true. And who is Enrique Frique 69? It's a lady that's in Ibiza. And she's like, hey, you posted about Amelia in that message board, right? And Veronica's like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, Amelia, she came over here and she stole my boyfriend. And Veronica's like, what?
I don't think she
says that Amelia's boyfriend was actually her boyfriend and Amelia ran off with him.
I think that's the second part, right? Because at first they think, because the thing that she says is that it's crazy. Her boyfriend can lie right to your face. And then she sends a photo to the motel night manager.
Yeah. And she's like, hey, is this the guy that she was with? And the hotel night manager is like, yeah, it was that guy with the soul patch.
Yeah. Because Veronica still thinks it's the other one. Because there's no way it's no way she would think that her boyfriend that came over there was a Ibiza boyfriend, you know?
Yeah. But, yeah, the hotel manager recognizes that it's the guy with the soul patch, not the college dorm boyfriend.
Yes. Because we see a terribly photoshopped picture of Amelia's face while people are taking pictures on the beach. And they must have just not been able to get this actress at all or just said whatever. But it is blatant. Her face is... It's like the photo that Veronica took to send to the guy in jail. What's his name? Abel Koontz, yeah. Remember when she took that photo and they photoshopped herself outside? It's like, it's no way that lighting would match. Yeah.
But yeah, the hotel manager recognizes the tanner soul patchy guy. Veronica goes back. She calls Enrique Frique 69 back, and she's like, "Hey, so wait, this guy with the soul patch is your boyfriend?" And she's like, "Yeah." And Veronica's like, "What the fuck's going on here?" So then she calls Clarence Weidman. She's like, "Hey, Amelia's the guy that she was with. His name is Carlos Mercado, and I think that he might be the killer." And Clarence is like, "I'm already on it. I found where the bills were used at a casino somewhere
In Vegas.
And Veronica's like, "Well, be careful because Carlos Mercado is a diplomat's son. So if you do anything to him, his dad's going to come after you." And Clarence is like, "Don't worry about what I'm going to do to him."
Well, it's more that he'll just get extradited because it's a diplomat son from Argentina. Yes. So she's like, "Yeah, you can't touch him because he's a diplomat, because diplomatic immunity exists." Yeah. So then he's like, "No, don't worry about it. I have my ways, whatever." And it's very cryptic. It's very cryptic.
Yeah.
And something.
And Veronica goes, "Well, what are you going to do to him?" And he goes, "Well, you know what they say. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." And then Veronica's at her computer like, "Fuck."
Time to go to another dance.
Yep. Is there another nerd that I can make out with whose house I gotta go to? Tell me about medieval weaponry.
So the thing I thought about here, they dropped this diplomat son from Argentina thing real late in the episode as the twist of, oh, it wasn't her boyfriend, it was another boyfriend. And they try to mislead you with the boyfriend can lie to your face thing. But why would this diplomat son need the money?
Can always use more money.
That he would like murder someone in Waverly,
yeah,
California. just a heavy gambling problem.
You haven't murdered anyone in Waverly? No. There ain't much else to do in Waverly.
There ain't much else to do
except murder.
They got good Wi-Fi though. They got good internet service there.
Oh yeah,
great internet.
That Palm Pilot. It's good battery life too.
And he keeps it. They don't change the ice often.
No,
she was like at the top of that ice.
she had one layer of ice on top of her.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So yeah, Clarence Weidman's gonna go fuck up this Carlos Mercado guy. So Veronica, she's going to Abel Koontz at the hospital, and she's like, "Man, this is gonna be tough to have to tell him that Amelia's dead." And then she goes up to the nurse that's at the front desk or whatever, and she's like, "Hey, how's this Abel Koontz guy doing?" And the person that's at the front desk is like, "Yo, Abel Koontz got maybe a day or two left to live." So Veronica's like, "I'm gonna lie to this guy. I'm gonna tell her that Amelia is fine. She just can't make it."
Yeah, she tells Koontz that she's hiking in the Himalayas or whatever.
Himalayas.
Now,
and they can't make it because the plane, there's snowstorm or something, so she's not going to be able to make it in time. But is she happy? Yeah, sure, I guess. I hate the Himalayas, but she seemed to be jazzed about it. Oh, good.
It's no way this nurse at the front desk is telling her, a stranger. One, nurses aren't even the ones that deliver the diagnosis of how many days you have left to live. Two, a random girl just showed up and asked that question, and you just like, maybe she was there to drop him off, but still, to say that. And I think this guy's going to probably live longer.
Yeah, they're going to find some cure.
The miracle cure for Koontz.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
I would love that. If you'd be like, he's still got like 2 days to live. 3 seasons from now.
Throw a 5K called Cure for Koontz, and it's going to raise enough money that he can survive.
I can't wait for Koontz to turn on the local news and hear the news of his daughter being dead, because it's the cops are there. They're at the motel. They've already like found the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's not going to watch the news.
I did like
he's got a day left.
You think he wouldn't watch the news?
Nah, he's going to watch I Love Lucy reruns. He likes that. That's his favorite show.
I did like the fact that they talk about how the money that Abel Koontz took to take the fall is what led to the murder of Amelia.
Yeah. Yeah. Irony, huh?
She would have just been in school.
It's like rain on your wedding day. It's like a free ride when you already paid. It's like good advice that you just wouldn't take. And who wouldn't know?
A lot of those aren't irony at all.
Yeah, that's the irony of the song.
Yeah.
So then Veronica, she leaves. She goes over to Duncan's hotel. And she's like, at least I've got my very, very loyal boyfriend to come home to and snuggle up with.
Who I can recognize by his body. I don't need to see his face at all.
Yeah, that's him, all right. With a book over his face, laying on the couch. Veronica goes and jumps on this person. And she's like, oh, it's good to see you, babe. And then Logan Eccles takes the book off of his own face. And he's like, hey, good to see you too. It's the sweater, huh? And Veronica's like, what the fuck? What are you doing here in Duncan's apartment? And then Duncan shows back up. And she's like, what's Logan doing here? And then Duncan's like, oh, you didn't know?
Yeah. He does say it like that, yeah.
And then Logan's like, yeah, my house burned down, so I moved in with Duncan. And I was like, what? Get the fuck out of here.
We just had a scene where Logan bought a house out of spite.
Yep.
He can get his own hotel room.
He can get a condo.
I'm saying they don't need to live in a hotel. They can buy a condo. They could just rent an apartment. They could rent a townhouse together. They could do a lot of stuff.
Money, Vance. Bleeding money. Both of them.
Also, Duncan.
They're going to go broke.
Yeah, they're not going to go broke. But
unless you think Duncan came in like in Batman Begins where he's like, oh, I got news for you. I now own the hotel and I'm changing the rules of the pool or whatever. Just wrote a check to the concierge. He bought this hotel suite.
Duncan Kane could buy the hotel.
Yeah, I guess he could.
He could buy the hotel.
Yeah.
And also the thing about Duncan's parents is they still make money.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no more money being made on Logan's side, but they already have a wealthy estate or whatever. Now,
I guess he got some insurance money from the burned down house, or he's going to get some.
Yeah, I mean, they got to figure out that. I mean,
yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Why not stay with Dick?
Oh, yeah.
Why not stay with
closer access to Kendall?
You already hang out by the pool. Like, there's no reason. And then, secondly,
Dick is living there alone too.
Yes.
Yeah, party house, dude.
Exactly. Also, Duncan, do you never want to have sex again?
Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You can't.
Duncan had a sweet setup to bone Veronica.
And also,
he's just cock blocking himself.
He has a couch. What is Duncan? Duncan's hanging out with Dick, who is like just so racist, and then Logan, who was going to get you killed because all the PCHers should try to kill him.
Logan's also racist.
Yes, but like he also has. I'm giving Logan also racist, but also the one that they want to kill.
Yeah,
they don't like Dick, but they should want to kill Logan.
Well, also Logan doesn't like Veronica, like at all. Like sure, Duncan and Logan made up, but like Logan still doesn't like Veronica.
He can never have his girlfriend over to his 1-bedroom suite. If next episode they don't have like a townhouse or moved in, and also don't move in with him. You guys are so rich that you're buying houses. Like you don't need to live together.
Now, next episode, I'm going to call it now. They're going to have some tape down the middle of the thing. And it's like, this is my side and that's your side. You don't come on my side and I won't come on your side. A little odd couple situation.
This is insane. This is an insane scenario.
Yeah, this is so stupid.
And I've seen so many sitcoms and shows where like people end up living with each other, or like friends always have like roommate swaps and all this stuff. And it happens. But it's no way these people who can just buy and sell homes are like, hey, I don't have anywhere to stay. Where's Trina?
Right? She's in Sydney again. She's doing something.
Yeah.
Who knows? But anyway, so we go to the final scene, and it is Keith breaking into the police area where the bus is being kept.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go investigate the bus himself because he does not trust Lamb to be doing this.
He doesn't trust him. He's got new information from Veronica. And and now because he's not the sheriff, because he didn't want to play politics.
Yep.
I'm happy he's not the sheriff. I will say that. I'm happy he's not the sheriff because I don't want him shackled to the sheriff desk or whatever. Yeah. But I also don't want Lamb running this place because I'm worried about all the people that live here.
So Keith crosses the do not cross line. No gloves, no shower caps on his shoes.
Just the gloves was the thing that got me. I was like, you have to. Like, I know they might not have dusted it for prints after the fact because it's been in the water, but don't put new prints on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's wandering around looking for some evidence of explosives or something. And some other deputy's like, "Hey, is anybody in there?" Keith dive bombs to the ground.
It was like out of a video game, a stealth game where you're sneaking around. You're like, "Hey, where'd you go?" "Oh, yeah, I guess it was nothing."
Yep, and they walk away. But as Keith is on the ground, he looks under one seat and he sees a rat taped under one of the seats. And he's like, "Oh, suspicious face."
He's like, "Oh, rat saw God."
Yeah. I don't know if that's a reference or something. Rat saw God. People have got to tell us.
But man, this show is wild. When I saw that rat duct taped to, I was like, "This is gross," and this show is wild.
Yep. And that is where the episode ends. Wild show, man.
You know, we had Joss Whedon in this show, and I gotta say, I'm starting to agree with the listeners that Neptune is a much worse place than Sunnydale.
Yep. This place is problematic as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, just open, blatant racism.
I mean, that's a lot of places in the U.S. But also
they
the
don't get
murders.
TV shows.
But also the murders.
Yeah.
Blowing up school buses full of kids.
Potential incest.
Yeah.
But that's Rat Saw God. I thought it was an interesting episode.
I like this one. I know.
I liked it.
I like
it's a good one.
Yeah.
Joss in it. Big Cliff episode.
Yeah, it's starting to. These shows these episodes do a lot, man. There's a lot packed into these episodes.
Boy, is there. So, next episode is titled "Nobody Puts Baby in a Corner."
Dirty Dancing. All right, we got an underage girl hooking up with a dancer. Nobody puts baby in a corner. It's tricky because we're not at the point where they're gonna pick up from like the plots of each episode, so it's hard to tell if this will be a completely different one.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a return of Kendall, who is a dancer.
Oh, nice.
And she's now kind of broke, and she tries to do some MLM scheme to get back rich again.
Okay.
Because sure. Return of Kendall. She's a dancer. Nobody puts baby in a corner. That's her comeback.
I'm gonna go real random on this one. I think we're gonna get some courtroom scene, either Cliff and Logan or either Aaron Eccles and someone. We're gonna get like a snippet. It might not be the main plot of the episode. I think we're gonna get a snippet of a courtroom scene, and I think if I have to pick, there's gonna be something with Veronica's gonna have to investigate some dance something.
Okay, there's a dance-a-thon going on.
Yeah, I don't know what the school has. Like, if they actually have like a dance class, or is it gonna be like a?
Well, they just had homecoming dance.
No, not like dance. I mean, like modern dance, like ballet and stuff like that. Like putting on a show or something. The Nutcracker, maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Get on our Discord. Let us know what you thought of the episode. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/boyswatchingbuffy. We're diving into the Buffy Season 8 comics. The motion comics. But if you read the comics, you got the gist. You want to get a shout out? Apple Podcast 5-star rating and review. Spotify 5-star rating. Screenshot it. Send it in to us. Instagram at Boys Watching Buffy. TikTok at Boys Watching Buffy. Boys Watching Buffy at gmail.com. We got an Amazon wish list. We got merch. I feel like we don't really plug that anymore. The merch store has not been updated in quite some time.
When you have perfect merch, you just no need to add new merch.
Very true. Very true. You can still get that one Starbuck Town shirt.
Yeah. And the werewolf. What is the werewolf shirt? Yeah.
Yeah. The Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew type one. Yeah. So check that out. And stay tuned next time for when we talk about Nobody Puts Baby in a Corner.
And what exactly did I say, huh?
The expletive, racial expletive, had it maternal expletive coming.
Seltzer Kings.
Podcasts.